All right, here's the video review for G.I. Joe Classified PulseCon exclusive Serpentor with his Serpent Chariot. I don't have a huge G.I. Joe collection, but Serpentor is one of my favorites. I loved his Chariot back as a kid, like Zartan, the Bats, Serpentor, Destro with the gold head that came with the little similar kind of esque chariot, the Despoiler, I believe it was called, a little black with gold wings and a little rotating turret. I really like that, and God, I would love it. I'd love for that Destro and his Despoiler to get this kind of classified treatment because I just love that vehicle. I love the little missiles. Everything about that thing was fun. I got it for my birthday one year as a kid, and it was always one of my favorite G.I. Joe toys. But anyway, here's Serpentor. G.I. Joe Classified, number 57, I believe. I'll put this box. Is already packed away. But, really cool. You have to assemble it. The guns are the barrel, the piece, and then the ammo bandolier. These fins snap in. This control post and the snake head snap in. And I think that may be it for the assembly on the thing. He does have, you'll notice, he's got some little landing gear down here that help support him when you just have it sitting down. Caution, there is a gun reactor, so watch out for those gun reactors. They're everywhere. But yeah, really nice. You can see the Chariot is nice and solid, and it's very large too. Bigger than I thought. Like, here is my only other current G.I. Joe Classified figure, the Bat. That's my entire Classified collection. But you can see, just even compared to the Bat, it's a very large vehicle, like bigger than I thought it was going to end up being from the box. But very cool, very swooshable. He has definitely flown around the kitchen a few times with lots of accessories. Again, the guns just peg in and they can kind of rotate a little bit, but they're just kind of a little port right there posted into the body. You can flip up the landing gear, it clicks up into place like that, and you can swoosh him around on his Chariot. He's got gripping hands. He doesn't come with different swappable hands, unfortunately. But you can see here's all the detail on the Chariot itself. Oh, I don't know why this one's looser than this one. Yeah, whatever. But it's got some little dials posted in. This piece, again, snaps in on a ball joint and then doesn't rotate. Same with the snake neck. It snaps in on a ball joint here and then clips on to a couple points here on the... See, I don't know if it's designed to be removed once you assemble it, so I don't want to risk breaking anything. But then it snaps onto a couple of supports on the strut here. What plugs in, you can see there's a little vertical fan there, which may or not be an individual. Oh, it does. You can spin it here, but it actually spins fairly freely if you can get a decent enough grip on the. There you go. Look at that. You get a decent enough grip on the little tip there. That's what she said. Anyway, so it does have a spinning VTOL. You can kind of see it in there as well. Some thrusters and such under here with some orange paint to make them look like they're firing. And some Cobra hydraulic warnings and some Cobra logos there underneath there. But the Chariot itself, very nice. The figure, posable. I like nicely detailed, like little scales all over his armor. I like the thigh plates with his cloth cape with a serpent pattern in it, which is really cool. He's got his neck snakes. He's got a staff. Fairly posable. He's got a ball joint neck. Standard G.I. Joe Classified articulation, the dual hinge. He's got a little bit of a wibble front to back there. Oh, he's actually got individual pieces there to crunch his shoulders. That's nice. I didn't notice that under the cape earlier. But then a bicep swivel, dual hinge elbows, wrist swivel, a little bit of up and down. There's a cut there. He's got a waist swivel, ab crunch. The waist swivel, it's there, but that felt a little bit like I was twisting something, so maybe I don't want to mess with that too much. Dual hinge hips, thigh swivel, dual hinge knees with the knee guard there. A little tight because I haven't used them that much yet, but there's an upper one there as well. And then front to back and ankle tilt on the feet. I've got him holding his staff, but he doesn't have to. He's got this claw piece that plugs in, but you've got the long extended claw piece here, as well as a shorter retracted claw piece. And you can, based on your preference, you can do whichever one you want. I'm kind of, it's been a long day. But there's the staff with a little. This piece is a separate piece. It popped off when I was messing with it, but it just snaps right back on. But you can rotate the snake head on the staff. He's also got a sword he can hold with the same kind of red jewel at the bottom. He's got some cool fangs painted on his face. He also has this stabbity snake, which he can hold or throw at people, or tenderize his meat with. Don't read anything into that. Comes with a little snake's cobra sidekick. That's cool. And then he also comes with, like I said, he's got the hinge forward and back at the neck, as well as the ball joint hair at the head. But this is what he doesn't come with these pieces attached. This gives him free range of movement in his head. But if you want to attach it, let me bring this down a little bit here. He comes with a solid hood. You can see it has the tab for snapping onto his head, and then a tab here for plugging into his back. Because you can pop his snake hat off and expose his pinky brain. Although that's a weird-ass head shape. And then you can pop this piece out, just unplug it from the back. And you can take this entire piece, kind of slide it in there, and plug it into his head. Like that. And then there's push right there on his back to lock it in. And now he's got the full headpiece there. Now mine is a little warped. I don't know if it's just from shipping or what. So if I have him have his head in any position other than kind of slightly raised, the helmet kind of pulls away from his head a little bit. But that's something I could use some hot water to fix. But if you want him to have, he loses all head articulation because unless you want to have a big gap there and expose his brain again. But if you want to have the incorporated Cobra hood, you can have that look as well. But all in all, it's a very solid, very cool Serpentor. I'm very happy to have it. Again, here he is side by side, and even he is a little larger than the Bat, but he's supposed to be, kind of buff and physique and the epitome of all the great military and leader minds. So having him be a little taller and buffer makes sense. But yeah, really nice. I may have to grow my collection. Like I wouldn't mind getting like a Zartan and maybe a Cobra Commander, maybe a Destro. I would absolutely get a Destro if he came with his little flying little chariot, like Serpentor did. Also, I forgot to show off one of the cool features of the chariot. So we'll just have him. And there he is standing next to it, just to give that look. But the snake mouth opens, and there's a little hidden. I don't know if it's a machine gun, but there's definitely a laser ray or a blaster of some point hidden inside the snake mouth. And it looks like he may even have fangs that can flip out, but I don't know how to. There doesn't seem to be any way to. I see some fangs flipped up in there, but geez, man, that's. There we go. They're definitely there, but there's no easy way to pop them out. Let me see if I can't use one of those little blades here to pop these snake fangs out. Oh man, they're up in there. They're wedged up in there. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can open he's got little fangs in there with a hidden machine gun. There we go. So yeah, you can have the chariot have fangs as well. That's cool. And once the fangs are out, you can actually leave them out. You can close the mouth with the fangs out. And leave it partially open. Just like, he's like, hissy, he's gonna come get ya. Oh, could this be how you die? Maybe it is. Oh, the end.